Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to do a complimentary quad, man. This complimentary quad is featuring the music of Tom Petty, and it's all live. So, hey, first off, there hasn't been enough Tom Petty on my classic rock platform. My fault completely. And secondly, I know that Tom Petty has a really excellent live show, I've been told. It was part of a quad once, and I had one or maybe two Tom Petty reactions in, I think, maybe two different quads, two different videos. But needless to say, definitely have to do more Tom Petty going forward, man. So I just wanted to give a shout out and a thanks very much to Rico43. Rico, thanks, man. Rico has sent us 4 songs. Once starting with You Wreck Me, and that's a 2003 soundstage, followed by Room at the Top, that's in 1999 live. That's first performance of this song, I believe. I Should Have Known It, and that's live in 2010, and Running Down a Dream, and that's at the end of Petty's final concert. He died 7 days later. So, yeah, looking forward to this, man. Let's pop this off, starting with You Wreck Me. All right, man. Tom Petty, You Wreck Me. Let's get it. Sweet old time. hear the crowd clapping
I'll
now.
be the boy in the corduroy pants. You'll be the girl at the high school dance. The one with me wherever I go. Just play down whatever you know. Oh, yeah. Will you wreck me, baby? Yeah, you bring me into the new movie. Yes, you do. Will you wreck me, baby? Yeah, you bring me into the new movie. Yes, you do.
Yeah, Tom's straightforward. Nothing complicated. Still excellent. I'd love to be there at that concert. It's a nice looking venue too, man. You Wreck Me live. Sorry, where did it say it was again? It was a 2003 soundstage, but it doesn't say where. Good performer. I like performers that don't feel compelled to always be so animated or over the top or too entertaining. They just flow. I like the flow. To me, that's more entertaining than somebody who's just all prop. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in my days of MTV and going and checking out all of the different hip hop, rap, and all of that sort of thing. There was just so much spectacle. So many people who had to get all the steps right. No, I mean, you know, it's great in some cases, but sometimes you're just saying to yourself, geez, man, let's try and see if we can connect to the real person. Is the real person in there? Just be your damn self. You know, you don't always have to be flashy and dance and moonwalk and do the damn worm. Just chill and be yourself. Like that about Tom. He's just being himself. He slowed the music down, brought it down to a hush, and now you're hearing the crowd. Now he's connecting with the crowd. The crowd's connecting with him, you know? He's establishing I don't know, like a telepathy or some sort of intuitive link with the crowd. That was excellent. That kind of reminds me, that part there, what Tom did reminds me of when I did a reaction for The Doors. And it was the first time that I saw The Doors live. It was, oh gosh, This Is the End. And Jim, man, he was just going off. And it's amazing how the band members just, I don't know, he went off, they kept doing their own thing, and then they met up again and they kept with him. He would light a cigarette when he should be singing. He would then start doing a little rain dance and stuff, and the band just kept it going, you know what I mean? But he was being himself, and the band accepted him for that, and I think that's a part of the whole Doors charm, seeing them live. What Jim is doing, but also what the band is doing, just maintaining it, just keeping it all together, and just waiting for him to catch up again, or they're catching up to him. But either way, it really worked well. But he was being himself. They understood that, they accepted that, and they were being themselves and basically just keeping cadence, because eventually he would fall back in line. With Tom here, I don't know if they completely went off, but it looks like they were very, very capable of kind of accommodating that, you know, if he did go off a little bit there. We'll see. So, yo, man, a Tom Petty quad. Rico, how did you know that I wanted to do a Tom Petty reaction, man? Good intuition on your part, speaking about intuition. So, let's do a little read, man. Let's get a little background on the song, see what motivated the song's creation, and maybe I'll learn a little bit of something else. So man, You Wreck Me. You Wreck Me is a song by Tom Petty, the fourth track on his album Wildflowers. The song was released as the second single from the album and became a concert staple. While the song did not chart on the Billboard Hot 100, it peaked at number 2 on the mainstream rock chart. Track listing. The song was released on a mixed CD single, a cassette single, and a promo CD single. The cassette and CD versions both featured alternate versions of 2 other tracks from Wildflowers, Only a Broken Heart and Cabin Down Below. As explained in a Songfacts interview, Heartbreakers guitarist Mike Campbell said, Tom wrote this as You Rock Me. The band thought the title was a little ordinary and a lot cliche, but they liked the track, so they recorded it and lived with it despite the title. One day Tom got the idea to change it to You Wreck Me. Replacing one word made the song take a whole new meaning. Absolutely. Yeah, you rocked me, you shook me, those cliches are definitely overused. But yeah, You Wreck Me totally gives it a totally different feel altogether. Live performances. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers have performed the song on 494 different occasions, including their last show at the Hollywood Bowl in LA in 2017. It's been a regular song during every tour since 1995, as well as at the Fillmore residences in 97 and 99. The song was first performed in concert in 95 at the Louisville Gardens in Kentucky. It was commonly played as an encore. Okay, alright man, so that is Wikipedia Song Fact info on this song. Very interesting. Yeah man, you just changed from You Rock Me to You Wreck Me. You've almost got 2 different feels for the same song. Brilliant. Alright man, so let's check out our second track man, and that being Room at the Top, and it's live in 99, the first performance, Room at the Top. Alright, decent length too man, it's almost 7 minutes. Tom Petty, Room at the Top. Let's get it.
This is a song about escapism. It's called Escapism. No, not really. That was pretty good. This is a new song that we've just released this very day, and it's called Room at the Top of the Titanic. It was first called Room at the Top of the Titanic, and then, because everybody likes Titanic, and after that I changed and shortened the title a little bit. I get really scared when you get quiet like that. So. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I can see everything tonight. And I get a room where everyone can have a drink and forget those things that went wrong in their life. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight, and I ain't coming down. I ain't coming down. I got someone who loves me tonight. I got over $1,000 in the bank, and I'm alright. Look deep in the eyes of love. Look deep in the eyes of love and find out what you were looking for. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight, and I ain't coming down. No, I ain't coming down. I wish I could feel you tonight. Little one, you're so far away. I wanna reach out, touch your heart. You're like they're doing those things on TV. I love you, please love me. I'm not so bad, and I love you so. Listen, I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight, and I ain't coming down. I ain't coming down.
You know, this is what you're thinking.
I ain't coming down.
That Jesus has to pray and focus and meditate. He goes up to the top of the mountain.
Tomorrow is like 25 years since we came to town. You know,
I don't know if I feel good or bad about that.
Okay. All right. That was excellent, man. The first performance of the song. Yeah, definitely. You know, you gotta get a feeling that he's someone who might perhaps need some solitude once in a while, some peace, some sanctuary, and a room at the top. I think it's more symbolic, but maybe he's actually got, you know, some sort of a room set up very, very high atop something. but all the same, it's that place where you go to where you really need sanctuary and to chill. I remember my JJ Grey and Mohr reaction. JJ Grey grew up in Florida, and he used to live close to a river, and the river was that solitude for him. He would go down to the river and he would basically just sit and ponder and just let the rolling, trickling water just kind of take his cares away for a while. So we all need that sort of element of sanctuary, a safe place, or a place where you can just chill and calm and just, let yourself be. A buddy of mine, it was his truck. He had oh man, I don't know my vehicles very well, but he had a real classic, beautiful truck, vintage truck that he rebuilt and everything. And he would take off in his truck and he would drive for a little while, take a drive out in the country, sit, strike up a doob, and then come back after a few hours completely a different changed person, So we all need that kind of element for sanctuary. So very relatable song. Good song, man. Speaking of Jack, man, right now, I was supposed to be on a nice road trip all the way down to Florida to visit him. And here I am. Yeah, well, hey, you gotta be safe, man. So, let's see what we can learn about this tune, man. Room at the Top. Tom Petty, Room at the Top. Room at the Top is the first track on the album Echo by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and the second single from the album. It reached number 19 on the Billboard Mainstream Rock Chart. History. Room at the Top is about the end of Petty's first marriage, and it's a very introspective song. Petty himself described it as one of the most depressing songs in rock history, and said it was about escapism, and intensely personal for him, so much that once the Echo tour was over, he refused to play it. In this reflective song, Tom pictures himself away from it all, looking down from above in a place where nothing can bother him. He was dealing with a lot of issues when he wrote it, including his divorce and a descent into heroin addiction. He told Harp in 2005, quote, "Last year, we went out with the Black Crowes, and every night Kate Hudson would go, 'Please, please, play Room at the Top.' I never said it to her, but it would be a cold day in hell before I played that song." Sometimes, it's easier to say things if you can slide into someone else's character. I'm sure novelists do it all the time, and they can invent characters and say all sorts of things. It wasn't like that with A Room at the Top. Things were so bad in my life when I was making Echo that there's songs I don't even remember writing." Unquote. Wow. The title is a play on the phrase, "There's always room at the top," meaning anyone can achieve success. Petty's song flips this on its head, turning the room at the top into a kind of inner sanctuary. Okay. Yeah, some good background info on that song. The Black Crowes, so 2005. No, it was 2005 where he told Harp magazine about this incident with the Black Crowes. So he must have been on tour with the Black Crowes, I'm guessing early 2000s or maybe late 90s. Is the Black Crowes still active? I know that they did something with Page for a little bit, and Jimmy had to bow out because he had some back issues. What has the Black Crowes been doing? How long were they active till? Let me know their timeline, will you, if you know? Alright, so that's song fact info on this excellent song, man, Room at the Top. So let's check out our next track, man, and that being I Should Have Known. So I Should Have Known, it says live in studio 2010. Okay. Tom Petty, I Should Have Known. Let's get it.
Here we go.
I should have known it. I should have seen. Leave it to you to treat me mean. Every promise was just a runaround. I should have known it. Yeah, you're gonna let me down. And it's over now, you see. It's the last time you're gonna hurt me. I should have known it. Hard to believe. It was all right there in front of me. Sold down the river, left for dead. Yeah, you're putting ideas in another man's head. And it's over now, you see. It's the last time you're gonna hurt me. Thanks for nothing. Yeah, thanks a lot. Go ahead, baby. I take all I got. And it's over now, you see. It's the last time you're gonna hurt me. It's the last time you're gonna hurt me.
All right. That was an excellent jam, man. One of those, how long was it? 3 minutes, 52 seconds? Yeah, definitely this is a song that could have turned into an extended jam, and that would have been really cool. Nice song, man. Good words. Of course, I was thinking of the old Devil Woman in Blues. I was waiting to hear him say something in the effect of, well, you know, if you won't, your sister will. But that's all good, man. Excellent tune. Very good tune. Good jamming tune. Yeah, definitely needs an extended jam version of it. I Should Have Known. So, sorry, I'm just, there we go. I Should Have Known. Let's do a read on I Should Have Known, man. See what we can learn about this tune. I Should Have Known. I Should Have Known appears on the album Mojo. Mojo is the 12th studio album by American rock band Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, released June 15, 2010 on CD and June 29th on BD. It was Petty's first album with the Heartbreakers in 8 years. Mojo debuted at number 2 on the US Billboard 200, selling 125,000 copies in its first week of release. Petty's longtime lead guitarist Mike Campbell told Jam, music that the blues-based album was inspired by the sound of his recently acquired Sunburst 59 Les Paul. He said, quote, I got a new guitar, which is actually an old guitar, he said. It's the classic Jimmy Page, Peter Green, Eric Clapton era guitar. There were only 500 or 600 of them made that year. There's just something about the harmonic overtones in it when I picked it up and plugged it in. It immediately had this classic British blues sound. It was kind of eerie. And Tom had been listening to a lot of blues on our break. So when he heard that guitar, he said, why don't we build an album around that guitar? It kind of came from that. It was a combination of Tom wanting to explore that aspect of our influence and wanting to feature this guitar. Unquote. Excellent. Interesting. Love the little stories behind the music, man. Mojo debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, matching Petty and the Heartbreakers' previous best chart ranking. The band's Damn the Torpedoes spent 7 weeks at number 2 in 1980. Mojo's successful chart placing also meant Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers became the second group following the Stones to notch a top 10 album on the US album chart in each decade since the 1970s. All right. Yeah, mostly all album info there. Good info though. Good background info of the whole album, and especially with the guitar. Excellent. And, describing the sound and the tone of the guitar and the eeriness. As soon as he said eeriness, I immediately started thinking about Dazed and Confused. Funny how that is. All right, man. Let's bounce to our final track, and that being Running Down a Dream. And Rico was saying, yeah, it's at the end of Petty's final concert, and he died 7 days later. Running Down a Dream. All right. Yeah, and it's a decent 6 minutes. Running Down a Dream. Let's get it.
Driving.
solo took a lot of starch out of you, huh, bro?
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Okay, man. So,